Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a video about betta fish care. So first I'm going to be talking about just an adult betta fish, and if there are some separate parts that are important to make sure you look out for baby betta fish, I will also point that out. So one second while I get my book. So I got my book. It is right here. It is my animal research book. Okay, so before we get started with the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, the reason why I chose to be in this area is you could look at the fish. Yeah, base of area is just beautiful. And my baby fish is also beautiful. Wow. Okay. So I'm also going to be showing some examples of things. So, how to take care of a fish, betta fish, and more. So, good and bad food. Let me start off with the good. So they basically have bugs, meat, pebble brands, and flakes. So one of the brands, the pebble brands, is called Equine. I have Equine right here. I highly recommend this if you have an adult betta. It is Equine. There's also Equine for other fish. I have not tried those before. Omega 1. There's Betta Buffet. There are Bug Bites, Betta Formula, Betta Mini Pellets. There are Micro Pellets. So let me show you Micro Pellets. Micro Pellets looks like this. Micro Pellets can also be in some like little container, kind of like the Equine container. Now there's Sarah Betta Grand Color Food. So I just learned that color food is not safe. Now I'm gonna explain that in the bad food area. Betta Dial Treat Vacation Feeder. So vacation feeder is bad again. I actually crossed those two things out just because I just learned that. Okay, flakes. Now if your fish has a problem like a kidney, like a bladder problem, you could give them peas, or you have to peel off the skin for them and like squish it into tiny pieces. They can actually have lettuce and cucumber. I don't know if you should use them. I don't think you should. Now white worms, bloodworms, and glassworms. So those shouldn't be fed daily. They're basically just like treats. Like I have bloodworms. I made a pet haul video that had the bloodworms and the micro pellets. Now bloodworms and glassworms and white worms are not gross to hold. They're kind of just like skinny sticks that are dry. I don't mind holding them. They are obviously dead or dried out. I think you can give them live ones too. So there are live bugs as well that you could give them that are alive, and it's completely safe. So you can also give them fruit flies, shrimp, brine. You can give them brine as well. Now bad food. So of course you cannot give them color food. So color food basically gives fish their color. Like if they don't have color, if you don't like that they don't have a beautiful color, maybe you shouldn't have that fish, because if you get a baby fish, they won't have much color, but as they grow, they're gonna get their color. Like my new fish right now is almost clear, and I can see her heart and her bones. Now that is not a problem. When she grows up, she's gonna get her colors that's gonna cover that. Like as you notice, as a baby, he was probably almost really clear, and now that he's grown and he's bigger, you can literally see his colors. So it is normal. She's right behind my camera. But it is completely normal to have a fish that doesn't have a lot of color. Now, I am still doing research on why it's not safe. So, I recommend not giving your fish color food. If you don't like it, you can return it. You can return the fish, and you can get a fish that already has color. Now, if you do not like that, like a fish doesn't have their color, maybe you shouldn't get a baby fish. Now, some adult fish are almost permanently like that, but they have this beautiful light pink. They have this beautiful light blue. They're all beautiful in different ways. And it's completely natural that they can even change their colors eventually. So don't worry if your fish is losing their color. It is natural, and they will get their color back. They do not. Okay. Next, Betta dietary vacation feeder. So the vacation feeder, I have some things to talk about it. First of all, when you're gone, you might want to use the vacation feeder just because you are away. They can last at least 3 days without food. A baby fish cannot, but that's why Diola feeder is very, very horrible for baby and adult fish. They can easily bloat. Bloating is when they overeat, because they have this big block that you just let it sink underwater, and they can eat as much as they want. They can literally eat the whole thing in one day if they want to. So it also can make them bloat, and they can die in a couple days immediately. And also it dirties the water. The water starts turning gross, and you will have to clean the tank literally right after your vacation. Now, if you're not going on vacation and you just do not want to feed your fish, or you can't remember it, if you have a family member, ask them to feed your fish if you forget to. You can even write it on a little board. So do not use vacation feeders. And if you're going away and there's no one there to watch your fish, you could take them to, you can hire a pet sitter that you trust. You could ask your friend to watch your fish for a couple days, or how long you're away. You can ask anyone that you know, that you trust. It's that simple. And when you do, make sure you leave a paper of your betta fish's care. Now, most of the time, most betta fish do not like crunchy and frozen food. A betta that lists more plant-based ingredient and fish meal at the top of the ingredients list is bad. So, a betta food, let's say, what I mean by betta food is a container with betta food inside of it. Now, if it's more plant-based ingredients and fish meal in the ingredients, so what I mean by that, let me explain it better. So there is an ingredients list behind here, and it says on ingredients. Now, if it says it is more plant-based and it has more of a fish meal, it is a bad food. Now, this one is not more plant-based, and it doesn't have a lot of fish. It doesn't have any fish meal. Now, bad. Okay, so those ingredients are bad quality, and you should avoid it. A betta food that lists whole fish products as the first few ingredients is a better idea and will lead to a much healthier fish. So if it literally lists whole fish products as the first few ingredients, it is a better idea and will be much healthier for your fish, because if your hamster's food is not more nutritious, it can lead to not much of a healthy betta fish. So any vacation feeder is really bad. and you should only give your fish 3 pellets or 3 flakes of food. So now it is going to be about baby betta fish feeding. So I hear that overfeeding your fish is bad, but not giving your fish enough food is also bad. And if your fish's food is not nutritious enough, that is bad. So I recommend, if you have a baby fish, giving your fish micro pellets will be better. Now, if you have an adult fish, so basically as a baby, they ate this, and then when they grow up, you can still keep feeding this. You do not have to change it to a bigger pellets. And I also recommend not changing it, just because they won't be too used to the bigger type of size. And they'll have a little bit more of a problem digesting it, because they are more used to having a smaller type of pellet. Now that we're done with the feeding, I hope this helped you with your betta fish's diet. And say bye. She's just so beautiful. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Say bye-bye, Basilberry.